Have you ever walked out the door with that beautiful red lipstick on, only to look like a clown once you get out in the daylight? That's because your lighting sucks in your bathroom. This is the one place where we judge ourselves every day. And I don't know about you, but it's pretty damn harsh in my bathroom. So I want to give myself the best opportunity for positivity and confidence with good lighting.
I like my hair. I like my haircuts. I like my pajamas. I like my stuff.
So today we're going to talk about the mistakes you're making in your bathroom lighting and how to fix them. So let's go. You've got to measure. You've got to know what's going in the room. You've got to know what vanity size it is, what mirror you want. Do you want a lighted mirror, a recessed cabinet? Do you want to do under cabinet lighting? Know what the plan is. It's not enough to look at the vanity and say, oh, it's a 6-foot vanity, I need some lights. Okay, where are the sinks in that 6-foot vanity? What's the size of the mirror that's going to go over that? Because when you start to shop for fixtures, you're going to need to know how much wall space, how much room you have around those mirrors. If you don't plan well for your mirror and your vanity and the lighting that you want there, it may limit your choices. If you get a mirror that's too big, you may not be able to fit those sconces you were planning on and light up your face. So you want to think about the sizes of the things that you have. If I've got a 6-foot vanity and it's got 2 double sinks, which I see a lot in your plans, where are the lights going? Are we going to do bar lights over each sink? Are we going to do 3 sconces in between? How big are the mirrors? How much space is left? Wall space. You have to think about the size of the escutcheon plate. That's the plate from the light that mounts to the wall. Usually depends on the light. 6, 4, some are skinnier than that, some are bigger than that. That plate has to fit. So if I've got a tight vanity with 2 walls on either side or a wall on one side, I have to allow for that wall space in order to fit a sconce. If I were going to go with the single sink and I've got a wall here and I want a mirror here, how much room is that going to leave me if I want to do sconces on either side? So if I've got a 36-inch vanity and I want to do a 24-inch mirror, that means I have 6 inches of space on either side of the mirror to fit sconces. You have to look at the size of the escutcheon plate. You'll have to find something really narrow. Maybe in a tight situation, a lighted mirror is a better option. Like in here, we're doing both. We have both the lighted mirror with 2 really pretty sconces that have a little bit of width because we have a lot of room. We have about 7 feet to play with. So let's take a look at this bathroom we just saw. My proposed plan is the lighted mirror here, 24 inches wide, and then to have a sconce here and a sconce here. I want to think about the other electrical in the room. I'm going to have an LED strip lighting the tile, outlet here for the toilet, outlet over here for a medicine cabinet, and then you have to step back and look. Do I have enough light? Here's the elevations. Posing a nice big sconce here, a nice big sconce here, and this will be a lighted mirror. There will also be a wash of light over here. When I look at this plan, it looks like it has sufficient lighting. I know it's going to have an exhaust fan here somewhere and a sun tunnel as well. Between all of these elements, here, the sun tunnel during the day, 2 sconces and a lighted mirror for options. So softer ambient light, this is more task lighting. The sun tunnel is really ambient light. If we do a light in the fan, the exhaust fan, that would be more ambient light around the room, and then this would be nice accent. And if we do a little night light over here, also accent. If you don't have enough room, your mirror's too big, you may have to do a bar light. Bar lights are not my favorite because they cast shadows. Whenever we can do sconces, we want to do sconces because they're the most flattering. They hit us right where our face is. The other alternative is these lighted mirrors you see. Now if you've been in a hotel and you've seen the backlit mirrors, they're lovely. You look lovely, everything looks lovely. You go outside, your makeup is going to look like a little kid drew it on you. You want a front lit mirror because the light will hit your face and not cast atmosphere in the bathroom. We want functional light. As the Sisters of St. Joseph used to bang into my head with a very thick textbook. Proper pre-planning prevents piss-poor performance. So think about what's going in the bathroom. What's the size of the vanity? What mirrors do I want? How tall are my ceilings? How much wall space am I left with? What other sources of light are going to be in that room? And then pick some fixtures. When you're picking fixtures, you want to think about what they're doing. Don't get lights because they're pretty. Well, I mean, you can get lights because they're pretty, but then you better get other lights that do the work while they stand around and just look nice. In there we'll have probably a 30 or so inch niche, and in that I want to do a strip LED lighting, like a Schluter strip or one of those things in there to light the shower, highlight the dimensional tile. Make sure you know what the function of the light is going to be. So if I'm standing at the mirror, the function of that light is to make me look as good as possible while I'm standing there. The function of the light when I'm using the shower might be to light it up so I don't trip. If you know what the light is going to do, it helps you to choose a light better. In the shower, I want to make sure that I can see and I don't fall down. I don't need it to be circus lights. So a nice recessed LED strip that washes my textured tile might be a nice option. Think about how you're going to use the room and buy lights that do something for you. They can look pretty. That can be the thing that they do for you. But then you've got to have other lights that'll get the job done. Keep in mind the style, the other fixtures in the room, and the scale. So you want to get lights that are appropriate for where they're going to go. They're not going to completely fill the space beside the mirror and be stuffed in there like a sardine. You want to have enough paint showing on either side of that escutcheon plate and that sconce so that it looks like you planned for where it was supposed to go. Now, if you get those beautiful sconces that don't do you a damn bit of good as far as lighting goes, you've got to layer your lighting. The bathroom is just like every other room in the house. If you have only one source of light, you have a problem. Like I said, you want to give yourself the best chance to look good. And the way to do that is to layer your lights. Not only to use at the same time, but also to use at different times of day. I may not need those sconces full blast on my face at 2 a.m. I might need some under cabinet lights just to light my path. I may want the bar light and the overhead lights and the shower light on at the same time if I'm getting dressed for an important day. Give yourself options. Give yourself help. So if you buy those beautiful sconces beside your mirror and they're not doing you a damn bit of good, add more lights. Add a different kind of light. So make sure that you're hitting ambient light, task lighting, and accent lighting. For accent lighting, you can light up your toe kick under your cabinets. You can light up the baseboard. You can do a channel in your shower and cast light down the tile. There's lots of ways to add an accent. A night light, that's an accent light. Make sure that you have lights that do different tasks for different times of day, for different needs. Your bathroom lighting can help set the tone for how you feel when you walk out of the house in the morning. So make sure you do it right. Thanks so much for watching.
We don't judge.